ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the People's Proletarian Petroleum Prefecture 165. Going to try and optimize worker flow into the new industry complex of making electronics, because we're not getting quite enough workers in there. But I think the potential for workers should be here, because it looks rather busy here in town, doesn't it? It looks real busy, in fact. And here is where the supposed source of the workers is supposed to be. I built a bus end station here, right? So see if we can find the line. Oh, Electrocomplexet, yes, that's the one. Oh, we throw out all of this, delete all stops. You start there. Line spacing is enabled, it's not necessary now. And you go there and you load. And you go out here. There, unload. That's what you do. Could have a shortcut here, straight through the woods. Pull them, too. Maybe one day. This is for now, though. Yes. And you have 4 buses. That has turned out not to be quite enough. But here, yes, I had an inkling that we had buses standing around of this variety. And now, since we have the end station, it should be safe to set like any amount you want. Although it's not the same type, are they? No, it's not the same type, but it is close enough, we say. No, what the hell? Those are Mercedeses and these are MANs. That's not the same thing at all. How many workers does this take? Doesn't say. What I really like most about this bus end station is that it refuels the buses before they're sent out, regardless of the level. What are you doing? You're going to a gas station, or not? Yes, but you know, they have fuel for you there. Okay, fine, this one time. However, yes, we can even check then, because it will burn a little tiny amount of fuel. Tiny. A little amount of fuel to get down to the end station. Or start station, whatever you like to. I would prefer to look at it, really. And we can see that it will fuel it up. Even though it is almost full, I think it will. It has done so previously. Yes, it is fueled up, wasn't it? Or this one it's leaving or something. Yes, it gets fueled up when it arrives even. Fantastic. Doesn't even wait until it's supposed to leave. Very good. Boom. Variable time or fixed time? I don't know. How often do they seem to do it with variable time? Every now and then. 154 works on that one. 34 works on this one, though. Not so great. Uranium. Let's go and look at the business end. What if and what it does. There. Here. 209 workers as of current. The issue here at the electronics assembly hall is that they don't have enough plastics, and that's because we don't have enough chemicals, which in turn is because we don't have enough workers in here, because everything else we certainly have in great abundance. Oh, the price of oil rises up on the global markets. Wouldn't you know it? See how the tanker is doing. How much oil do you have? You have quite a lot. We send you off. How long was it predicted to last? Anytime, not return to normal anytime soon. Okay. I'm going to provide alleviation for the oil price by sending out my tanker here. That apparently represents at least half the global market. The way the game works. Yes. And we can even put on the overlay, show overlays. If you move this out of the way. No one got on board this one. Yes, they did. 90 student. Oh, that's student bus. Okay. Never mind then. Look at all these people here walking around. That is quite a busy town. What is the current population of Utopia? 13,851 and 122 unemployed workers. That's pretty decent numbers. 11 workers without jobs. Still 11, even though you have all these opportunities to get work. You can go on airplane, you can go on bus, you can go on train. And yet it's fine, really. Okay, yeah, this is good. They're queuing to get in to unload. 154 in there, not that great. 110 were more workers arriving. Could possibly tweak productivity here at the workplaces. For example, turn down the productivity at the plastics factory. That produces 6.6 tons per day, and you use 4 tons. So we could turn it down a bit. Say like there. Maybe. And this one actually requires the full output of both electrical components factories, right? I've gone over this so many times now, but I'm confused. 1.3 tons it makes, and it requires 2.7. Yeah, it requires the full output of both. So if we could just get plastics, and we will if we get a few more chemicals. So this is also a bit hindered by the supply of chemicals, unfortunately. There's 189 workers in there. Where are the buses? Oh, here comes one. We could do the shortcut. What difference will it make, though? It's shorter transit time, but will it make a difference regarding how many workers we get in? I doubt it. Doubtful. force may have, yes, 8,120 tons available. Good. Good. So you're telling me that Utopia does not have enough workers for this, to keep this in like perfect supply? Not really. Can we do about that? Throw up more residential buildings. Do we really want to do that? Where would you put them? Even here, for example, you could put something. What about one of those? Let's just click this first, just in case it would decide to crash. Those Plattenbaus that we have up on the mountain town. A few of those, 2, 3 of those maybe we could have. This is starting to take a while. Yes, there we go. Odd residential building, Plattenbau. 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 I would maybe have preferred to have 2 of them here. I should put them the other way around. It's not too late. Not in the slightest. This is what we'll do. And that ended up a little bit on the sidewalk, unfortunately. Yeah, that's how it is with these no-clip buildings. You have to be very careful placing them down. There, and that will allow you to walk to the shopping center and to the sauna. Maybe we could have an access to the sauna from this direction too. And most important of all, to the bus platform. Very good. They will have to suffice with one. I could have yet more Plattenbaus here. How are we doing? Oh, we have 760 workers without... 760 untapped. Some potential of workers is what we have. Adults still living with their parents because they can't find a free flat. We have a housing shortage. Yeah, well, the idea was to continue building this until it grinds to a complete cut-down halt, and it hasn't quite done that just yet. It's very close, though. We're down to 17 FPS here, which is not great. When placing a building, when the building is not being placed, we're 22. Much better, right? Sure. One thing that is good about this no-clip building is that you can, if you want to, place them really tightly together. You could even place them inside each other if you want to, but you don't want to do that. Yeah, services should be reachable from here. I mean, what do they need? They need a hospital, they need a shop, and to go to bus platform. That should be fine. Citizens are allowed to move in as soon as it's done. She won't be anytime soon. Oh, we have a bit of construction traffic here messing up with the... Yeah. That's more like it. 270 workers. 80. There now. That's good. Are you happy now with the chemical supply? Still being, I think, held back slightly by the supply or lack of supply of chemicals. Slightly, but not so bad anymore. It's much better, and it will be even better when we get more residential buildings in Utopia. Wonderful. There isn't a bus, there are no buses waiting here at the end platform. Should we put even more buses on the line then? Maybe. I mean, we had the buses just sitting around here, 2 more. Oh, what the hell? Might as well. What the hell, might as well? That's right, that rhymes. Didn't you know it? Okay, Plattenbaus will be a little while before they're done, but already with more buses and with this end station thing in service, we have a great, much more workers in here. A great help. What was it before? 200 something. Now it's almost 300. Yes, that's certainly an improvement worthy of note. 2 tons of electronics in here. How have we done so far? Economy and trade. This year, have we imported? Yes, we have. And we're still doing it. Well, I don't know how it works. The distribution office that does the electronics distribution, it has now 3 sources for electronics. I don't know if it is so clever that it takes the internal, this one, radio distribution. It seems busy. There are no vehicles at home. But it loads at the radio storage, which is there, and it loads at here, which is there, right, and it also loads at the border, large custom house. We could turn that off, risking people going without electronics. We could see if it is so clever that it manages to take the domestic electronics before importing. I don't think it is that clever. But how does it decide then? Don't know. But this says 6 workers on board, 42. Yeah, that was a different bus. 6 workers for the electro complex. That's not going to do much. You have now left the logs in the middle of the road here. That's going to cause a bit of problems when the road gets to be in use. Cannot say that I approve of this. Yeah, but the Plattenbaus, they will be great additions to this town, I think. They are like how many workers apiece again? 200 and something. 272. And we have 4 of those coming. Yes, this ought to be good. Actual pollution. We're still doing great here in Utopia. No pollution. Basically. Will the Plattenbau fit in here? Yes. Well, 2 Plattenbaus fits. But you see, when you put it down, it turns out it has a slightly bigger footprint than it has previously, or before putting it down. And then it ends up all over the footpath, and we don't want that. That's sort of acceptable. That is also sort of acceptable. Okay. Now we could have more Plattenbaus here. How many people do you want to live in this town? How does this look here? It looks pretty good. I think we'll do two more here. I hope we have enough heating for them, but yeah, we should. This is utopia. Hello. That should be clear for you what your purpose in life is, to go to the bus stop there and up. This I'm afraid is a bit... No, it would hook up. Very good. This though, will... it hooks up to the other building, but that's no use. That's use though. If we want to get working on this immediately, we could do a little dirt footpath for them. Say. Fine construction. And these are actually finished. The footpaths. That is, yeah, build like there is no tomorrow. Walking range. You can walk to shop. You can walk to hospital. You can. Do you have a school nearby? You have a school nearby. How the kindergarten though? That might be something that we need to do something about. You can walk to the pub. You can walk to the bus platform. You can't walk to the train station though. But in the very, very unlikely event that you have not been picked up by a bus, which is not going to happen, you will be sent on to the train platform. Yes. School, I think that will be good on school, but we might not be good on kindergarten. This is like half full. Orphanages, they are always bad off. Yeah, so we'll put in, should we put in a big kindergarten then? Yeah, we could tear this down later. Big kindergarten and tear this down. How? This serves like everyone here. Okay. Yes, then we go to state infrastructure. S and kindergarten 80s. Can't be built due to infrastructure, but there we go. And you're working on this. Great. You're working on this too. Also great. And now we have 400 This is what I'm talking about. 505 workers out of 500 in the chemical plant running at 100% capacity. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking chemicals here. But you see this, the plastics plant that requires 3 tons, and this requires 2 tons, and this also requires 2 tons. So that's more than what this can do. But we don't need a full output of the plastics factory, so we should be able to sort of cope with this. Electronics 3.5 tons. And if you were to do this with the stock chemical plant that they provide, the 3 division provides, that does 1/10 of this, you'd need 10 of those then to do this. Right. Anyway, ladies and gents, thank you so very much for watching. Next time I suppose we'll see what effect all these Plattenbaus has had on Utopia, and what the effect it has had on this number. It will not increase until the new hardware, the fabled hardware that arrives. Good night.